Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into the enchanting, dreamy world of one of Disney's most iconic and, perhaps most misunderstood princesses, the one and only Princess Aurora, also known as Sleeping Beauty. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. She's just the one who sleeps for most of the movie, right? Well, yes and no. There's so much more to Aurora's story than just a long nap, and that's exactly what we're going to explore today. So, grab a cozy blanket, maybe a cup of tea, and let's uncover the hidden depths of the princess who dreamed a dream. Let's start at the very beginning, a fairy tale beginning if there ever was one. A kingdom rejoices at the birth of its long-awaited princess Aurora. Her name itself, meaning dawn, symbolizes a new beginning and the hope she brings to her parents, King Stephen and Queen Leah. The celebration is grand, with the entire kingdom invited. 3 good fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather, arrive to bestow magical gifts upon the infant princess. Flora grants her the gift of beauty and Fauna the gift of song. This isn't just surface-level stuff. Her beauty is meant to reflect her inner goodness, and her voice isn't just for singing. It's a way for her to connect with the world and express the kindness in her heart. But as Merryweather is about to give her gift, the mood shifts dramatically. The doors burst open, and in sweeps the magnificent, terrifying, and utterly fabulous villain, Maleficent. The mistress of all evil, as she calls herself, is furious at not being invited. Her entrance is pure theater, a masterclass in making a statement. In a fit of vengeful rage, she places a dreadful curse on the baby. Before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into a sleep like death. It's one of the most chilling curses in all of Disney lore. The entire hall is frozen in fear. Thankfully, Merryweather, who hadn't yet given her gift, uses her magic not to break the curse as Maleficent's power is too great, but to soften it. Instead of death, Aurora will fall into a deep sleep, only to be awakened by true love's kiss. Faced with this terrifying prophecy, King Stephen makes a desperate decision. He orders every spinning wheel in the kingdom to be burned. It's a father's frantic attempt to protect his child, but the 3 good fairies know that Maleficent's magic is too powerful to be thwarted so easily. They devise a plan of their own, a plan that requires the ultimate sacrifice from the royal family. They will take Aurora deep into the forest, raise her as their own, and keep her hidden from Maleficent until after her 16th birthday has passed. They rename her Briar Rose and live as mortals in a secluded cottage in the woods. This is where Aurora's story truly begins to take shape. For 16 years, Aurora grows up completely unaware of her royal heritage. She believes she is a simple peasant girl named Briar Rose, living with her 3 loving aunts. This upbringing is crucial to understanding her character. She isn't raised with the pressures and formalities of a palace. Instead, she's surrounded by nature, by the woods and the animals. She's gentle, kind, and has a deep connection with her forest friends. We see her singing to the birds and dancing with the owls and rabbits. This isn't just a cute scene. It shows her pure heart and her ability to find joy and companionship in the simple things. She's a dreamer, someone who longs for connection and love. Her famous song, "I Wonder," reveals her yearning for someone to share her dreams with, someone she's met once upon a dream. And then, as fate would have it, on the very day of her 16th birthday, that dream seems to come true. While out in the forest, her beautiful singing voice attracts the attention of a handsome stranger. This, of course, is Prince Philip, the very same prince she was betrothed to as an infant, though neither of them knows it. Their meeting is magical, a dance and a song shared between 2 people who feel an instant, undeniable connection. It's the fairy tale moment she's been dreaming of. She invites him to the cottage that evening, filled with the excitement and hope of new love. But when she returns home, her world is turned upside down. Her aunts reveal the whole truth. She is Princess Aurora. She is betrothed, and she must return to the castle immediately. Imagine the shock and heartbreak. The man she just met, the love she thought she had finally found, is suddenly forbidden. She is devastated. This is a key moment for her character. We see her not as a passive princess, but as a young woman grappling with duty versus desire, her own dreams clashing with the destiny laid out for her. She is brought to the castle, a place that should be home but feels completely alien. Alone in her room, overwhelmed with sadness, she becomes vulnerable. This is the moment Maleficent has been waiting for. A hypnotic green light appears, luring the distraught princess through a secret passage, up a winding staircase to a remote tower. There, a spinning wheel materializes, the very object of the curse. In a trance, Aurora reaches out her hand, touches the spindle, and the curse is fulfilled. The good fairies, arriving too late, are heartbroken. To spare the kingdom the pain of seeing their princess in a death-like sleep, they cast a spell over the entire castle, putting everyone to sleep until Aurora awakens. But hope is not lost. They realize that the stranger Aurora met in the woods was Prince Philip himself. He is the key. But Maleficent, ever one step ahead, has already captured Philip and imprisoned him in her fortress at the Forbidden Mountain. What follows is one of the most epic rescue missions in Disney history. The fairies arm Philip with the Shield of Virtue and the Sword of Truth and help him escape. The climax is a spectacular battle. Philip races to the castle, but Maleficent stands in his way, conjuring a forest of thorns around it. Philip cuts his way through, only to face Maleficent's ultimate transformation, a colossal, fire-breathing dragon. The battle is fierce and terrifying, a true test of Philip's courage. With a final burst of magic from the fairies enchanting his sword, Philip hurls it into the dragon's heart, and the mistress of all evil is finally defeated. Philip rushes to the tower where Aurora sleeps. He gently kisses her, and just as the prophecy foretold, the spell is broken. Her eyes flutter open, and she sees the prince from her dream. The entire castle awakens, and the celebration that was cut short 16 years ago can finally begin. Aurora is reunited with her overjoyed parents, and as she descends the grand staircase, she shares a loving dance with Prince Philip, her true love and her destiny all in one. Now, Aurora often gets criticized for being a passive princess. And it's true, she has fewer lines than any other Disney princess, and spends a significant portion of her own movie asleep. But I think that criticism misses the point. Her story isn't about fighting dragons or leading armies. Her story is a gothic romance, a fairy tale about the enduring power of hope and the triumph of true love over even the most powerful evil. Her strength isn't physical. It's in her grace, her kindness, and her unwavering belief in her dreams. She represents the dawn after a long dark night, the promise of a happy ending that was destined from the start. She is the heart of the story, the very reason the battle between good and evil is fought. So, the next time you watch Sleeping Beauty, look beyond the nap. See the girl raised in the woods, who dreamed of love and found it, whose very existence inspired a prince to face a dragon. That, to me, is a different, but equally powerful kind of strength. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into Aurora's story. What do you think? Is she an underrated princess? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more fairy tale explorations. We'll see you in the next one.